Hey, it's Eric here at Peachtree Classic Cars with the 1956 Chevrolet 3100 truck. We're going to take it for a quick drive and I'll show you around the truck. To show my finger test on this, steers nice and straight, maybe just a hair of play in the steering wheel, you know, obviously compared to a new vehicle, but compared to original, very nice steering. So this is a late restoration, probably about 20 years old, done back in the 90s, and the guy that did it, I feel like, did it right. You know, it's an older restoration, but it's done right. And it's got a small block V8, Chevrolet V8, automatic transmission, power disc brakes, power steering, which is nice and easy to drive. But an uncut frame, which is really nice. A lot of guys out there really don't like it when they're clipped. I've got a lot of customers that look for those clipped, you know, Nova front clip and all that stuff. This one does not have a clip. It's uncut. Original frame underneath. Nice clean sounding exhaust. I think I can open this with one hand. Yep, open the hood with one hand. Really clean under the hood. Nice clean engine detail. I'm going to shut the engine off so we can hear a little bit better. Really nice sounding engine. To me, the perfect you know, bit of aggressiveness with the exhaust. So previous owner says really low miles on this engine, taking a look at it and seeing that the paint looks nice and fresh. It's got an upgraded Edelbrock intake. It's got a Holley Performer carb on it, factory exhaust manifolds. It does have air conditioning and heat, ice cold air conditioning, hot heat, interstate battery, and we'll go looking for rust on this truck. I've looked underneath it a couple of times. I don't remember seeing any rust on it, but you know, that's why I do these videos. I try to be real honest. Nice clean firewall, inner fender wells. I mean, somebody took this apart and painted it, you know. So when this restoration was done, like I said, I believe it was done right. Looks like somebody restored or put a new emblem on the front. Some paint peeling, of course. This is an older paint job, you know. I think this paint job is probably about 20 years old, and it shows a little bit of its age, but it's still a good looking truck. So this is kind of a buttercream or butternut yellow, you know, kind of a common color back in the days. Roll pan in the back. Fuel tank's been moved to the rear. It's got a bed liner on it, spray and bed liner done. Amateur job, could be cleaned up a little bit better. Diamond plate in the bed looks good. Here's your fuel tank back here. The keys, of course, come with an access. As we go around the truck, there's a few little spots when you get right up on it. You can see, you know, some checking. But what I love is I don't see any, there's no Bondo pops. There's no bubbles. Just the signs of, like I said, an older restoration. The truck sits about 3 inches low, and it rides down the road really smooth. It doesn't bobble. It steers nice and straight. Like I said, you know, a little bit of intentional steering with it compared to if it had a front clip. It does not have a front clip. It's just that original, you know, suspension underneath it. So let's take a quick look, as long as we're talking about that, to what's been upgraded underneath. You know, so you can see it's got a drop leaf spring, but look up underneath here. I mean, all this stuff is new. The rubbers are brand new looking. This is a very low, like I said, very low miles, even though this restoration might have been done years ago. The shocks still look new. All the rubbers still, I mean, these rubber pieces look like they've never even been broken in. So just not a lot of miles. As I said, as a previous owner stated, not a lot of miles on the original, on this engine rebuild and on this entire build. Look at these cab corners. Solid and rust free. Okay, here's the spots that those are the only spots I think. The step-ups had some rust, and obviously a piece of steel put in the top. Underneath here, original floor pans are nice and rust free. All the frame is uncut from bumper to bumper, so this is the original frame. It's all clean and rust free. Look like there might be a spot. Trying to catch a glimpse back there. I don't think so. I'm just really impressed with how clean it is underneath here. Obviously, you know, surface rust or, you know, surface junk, but nothing sticking out. I mean, nice clean inner fender wells. And I mean, when I use the word clean, I'm talking about rust. Obviously they're dirty because we've been driving the truck. I'm trying to get the camera across there. The truck is the driver. And actually, since I've had it, I've been driving it a little bit and just really enjoying it. Like I said, newer aluminum fuel tank underneath. It's got Flowmaster exhaust and you can hear it. Nice sounding exhaust, but just really, really clean under here. There's a little spot right there on the corner. I don't know what that is. A little spot of rust maybe, but I thought it was an aluminum tank, so aluminum typically doesn't rust. There's some sort of a coating on there. Okay, peeling off, so that's not rust. It's a little coating peeling off there. So yeah, not rust. All right, good. I always like to find that. Same on this side. I mean, the truck is consistent, and like I said, you know, aside from those spots of rust on the step-ups, I think that way on both sides. There is a spot right there. Surface rust, not rusted through, you know, underneath the paint. It's the only spot I think I've seen where the paint's completely through. Same on this side. Old rust with new steel on top on the step-up. Cab corner. Looks like it may have had a little bit of Bondo put in this side. Nice solid original floor pans. This transmission shifts out perfect. The engine runs strong, cranks up super easy. I can't remember if I did the front on this side or not, so I'll do it real quick. Showing this inner. Trying to get the camera in there, but around that tire. So let me show you the inside. One thing is, the doors shut nice and solid. You listen to that. That's a really good sign for me. Two-tone interior. And like I said, done, you know, you can tell somebody just put some kind of normal carpet in here. Honestly, for this interior, the only thing that I would do is, I personally, if I was keeping it, is I'd just take the carpet out. It's got the same matching carpet in the headliner. I just take the carpet out, order an original style carpet kit in brown, and put it back in here. That's it. I wouldn't do anything to this truck. This truck is really ready to drive. It has a Grant steering wheel. And I believe everything inside's working right except for the fuel sending unit seems to bobble a little bit. Air conditioning blows cold. Heater blows hot. Thermometer works. I believe all the gauges work correctly. It's got electric windshield wipers. They do work. All the glass is in great shape. You know, tank's been taken out. I see speakers, but I can't remember if there's a stereo hidden in here. Yeah, there is. Stereo's hidden in the glove box, and it is hooked up, which is nice. Yeah, there we go. Turns on and everything. Don't have it tuned into a station, but.
Said, "Here lies a president," and one that said, "Here lies one."
So, I like that. I like the fact that, so it does have stereo, which is real nice. And this is just a good looking, good driving truck. Brand new hubcaps on old school rally wheels with good looking, you know, 3-inch beauty rings. The body on this truck's really straight. So if you're looking for, number one, if you're looking for a truck you can just pay, you know, buy and start driving, this is the truck. If you're looking for an easy project, because you say I love everything about it but the color, this is the one. I mean, this body is straight, there's no rust on it. You know, blast it down, put the color you like on it, you know. So if this was my truck, honestly, my knee-jerk reaction to this color was, oh, it's not my favorite, but the more I've had it, the more iconic. I love these old colors that, like, new trucks, just, you know, this is a brand new Chevy in this color, they just don't look right, but they look awesome on these old trucks. So if this was my truck, like I said, all I would do is change out the carpet and the headliner and probably put a wood bed in. I might take the time to sandblast you know, this bed liner out of here and maybe get a color match and do that. I like the color. So anyways, you know, to the next person, it is what it is. It's, you know, fixing up a couple of little things, but this is a running, driving, reliable 1956 short bed truck. It's really a beautiful driver, and these things are just going through the roof too. It's getting harder and harder to find. It's getting harder to find them, at least in this condition, for this price. So peachtreeclassiccars.com.